What up, everybody? This is your Cosmic Homegirl, and I'm doing a weekly forecast for the week that starts on September 6th of 2020 and ends on September 13th of 2020. So we're into September already. Oh my goodness. That means the fall season is near. Oh, I'm sure all of my Libra and Scorpio and Sagittarius peoples are excited. That's if you are in the same part of the world as I am, to where it is the fall time during those months, during our seasons, during Libra, Scorpio, Sag seasons. They're just usually like a really dope time of year, like all the pumpkin spice and all that. I know it gets on everybody's motherfucking nerves hearing about pumpkin spice, this and that, pumpkin this, pumpkin that. But those of us who have planets in the signs that are active during that season, or that, or placements or rising or whatever, that's our jam. Leave us alone. Let us be basic, okay? But anyway, so I'm going to be talking about what's going on, what the cosmic weather is for September 6th through the 13th. Before I do that, to anybody who attended the Synchronicity University Speaker Series, I was the first speaker in it last week. I thank you very, very much for attending my speech on Saturn and Aquarius. Going back in history, the research that I did, it was just mind-blowing, looking at the patterns of how they repeat themselves over history. So I go in on stuff like that. And I also look ahead into Saturn and Aquarius this year and then through 2023 and what it's supposed to bring to us based on history repeating itself and cycles and patterns. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of fun. It was so much fun to research, you guys. So if you didn't get a chance to join live on September 2nd, no fear. Okay, no worries. You can still hit enroll on this page, and I will leave the link below and or in the comments. You can still click enroll, and it'll still take you to the page where you can purchase a replay of this class. There's a lot of valuable information in it, so I promise you it is worth it. So you can definitely still sign up to view the replay. So it's on Nadia Shah's website, and go check it out, you guys. The Saturn and Aquarius transit is coming right back around in just 3 months, okay? So if you want to know what that brings, and plus I go into Saturn and Aquarius and what that transit, along with we're going to have still Uranus and Taurus, and also Jupiter in Aquarius, and then Pluto in Aquarius. I do touch on Pluto in Aquarius too. That's 2023 and beyond. So we go ahead into the future. It's just dope, you guys. So go check it out. I'll leave the link below to where you guys could do that. All right. So, and also just in case you guys didn't hear my shout out last week, because I put it at the very end of the video, forgive me. I just remembered at the end and I didn't want to take the time to edit. My bad. But a shout out to the people who sent donations to this channel. I really appreciate you guys. To the 2 Camilas who listen to me, excuse me, you girls know I appreciate you very much. So thank you guys for your recent donations. I really appreciate you guys. I know I should have put you guys in the front last week. But yes, anybody else, if I missed you, and you've sent a donation, thank you. It really helps me to invest in putting in more dope content in the future, which I do have lined up. So it's going to be dope. So thank you guys for supporting my channel. All right. So what's going on? So September 6th on this day. Okay. So I talked last week about us having a couple of new planetary ingresses, meaning planets are shifting into signs fresh and new, and out of other signs. So we do have Venus in Leo on the 6th. On the 5th, this is when Mercury entered Libra until September 27th, and Venus entered Leo. She'll be here until October 2nd. So these are fresh new energies, you guys. We're moving out of Venus in Cancer and crybaby Cancer, looking back at all the memories and clinging on to the past. Only wanting to cling on to your family and all that stuff and stay home and cook and eat and cry, but then we go into Venus and Leo. It's time to work, WERK, because we have the sun still in Virgo, which is the sign that rules work, like jobs and stuff. And then we've got Venus in Leo. She is strutting. So you guys probably have already noticed right away there's more selfies, people that have been hiding in the shadows of the darkness. They're coming out in these fierce selfies, like, look at me, everyone, look at me. Me, I'm so great. Yeah, don't I look fly? Don't I look fire? So that's Venus in Leo. It's all about the hair, okay? Don't touch the hair. It's all about the hair, all about the wig, the weave, the do, when Venus is in Leo. So you'll notice the people are, oh, look, I changed my hair, like more often than usual. And also, some people might be going lighter, even blonde with their hairdos, whether that's their natural hair or they're like they're wearing a wig or something like that. Animal print for makeup wearers, red lipstick, and the cat eye is just, you can't fail. You can't go wrong with that during Leo. Anything that's Leo season. I know people are like, it's Virgo season. Well, Venus is here, so there's still like there's still a seasoning sprinkled in of Leo energy, okay? So don't be hating, all right? So, strutting and demanding what we deserve is Venus in Leo. Oh, no, we're not going to take that. We are queens. We are kings. Oh, no, honey, you have to come better with that. And buy me this and buy me that and all that stuff. Venus in Leo. All right. Mercury in Libra. I talked about this last week a little bit. Mercury in Libra just wants to get along with everybody, wants to be the mediator, and will talk to one friend who hates the other friend. And Mercury in Libra will somehow be in the middle, like, yo, you guys, can't we all just get along? Why don't you guys just settle your differences? I can see your side. Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah, he did you wrong. Oh, yeah, dude, I can see your side. Yeah, she did you wrong. Like, sometimes people take Libra energy as playing the devil's advocate because they can. You know, because they want to be well liked. Libra energy wants to be liked by everyone. So they will have a hard time picking sides because it's like, well, I'm on your side, but I'm on your side too. And then, especially while we have Mars and Aries, oh no, a lot of people don't play that. A lot of people do not dig that at all. They see that as deceptive and disloyal, you know. So just be aware of that when Mercury's in Libra. Mercury in Libra can also make people be kind of parrots or mockingbirds in a way. Like if someone says something in order to keep the peace and prove to that person that you're on the same level with them, you'd be like, oh yeah. Like someone would be like, yeah, I like croissants. They're like, oh, yes, I like croissants too. It's like, oh my God, me too moments happen a lot with Libra energy, which is fine, but just try not to go overboard with that to where you appear to be fake and you lose your own sense of identity, because Libra energy is the seventh sign, the seventh house. It's the opposite of the first sign, the first house, which is Aries, which is the self. And I am me and I don't even care. I don't give a who doesn't like it. I am doing me, and you know, you either rock with me or you don't. I'm just going to do me regardless. And Libra energy is like, whatever you like. Like I'm coming to America. What kind of food do you like? Whatever kind of food you like. What kind of movies you like? Whatever movies you like. It's like, bitch, do you have a personality or not? Like, what do you like? What's going on here? You know? So, yeah, just try not to tap into that with Mercury and Libra and be just repeating things and being a parrot and very surface level, you know what I'm saying, to where people find it offensive and fake. Okay. But yeah, it's a pleasant energy. It's good to talk about relationships. Libra is a sign of relationships. So there could be a lot more chats about that very topic. And also Libra, it is ruled by Venus, which rules, you know, the things we find pleasurable in life as humans, or even only partial humans like me. I ain't really from here, like I keep saying. I ain't all the way from here, okay? But anyway, no, all the things that we enjoy is Venus energy. And so Mercury in Libra makes us want to talk about those things. So even like art and design and stuff, we could be a little more into that, a little more creative, you know, wanting to indulge more within the arts and stuff like that with Mercury and Libra. But because he's not retrograde, he's only there for a couple of weeks. So only until the 27th of September. Okay, so what else is going on? So as I said, you know, Venus enters Leo on the 6th. oh, the moon and Mars. No wonder I had. Listen, I'm recording this on the 6th, but it's like in the afternoon my time. And now that I'm looking at like when were the moon and Mars together in angry ass Aries, it was like in the middle of the night where I'm at. And I had a dream last night that I was angry, yelling at a dude, and I was telling him Scorpio, total Scorpio rising stuff. I was like, because I was in the dream, I was like talking to some dude, and he was flirting with one of my friends, with one of my homegirls, and then the receipts were presented to me. And I went to the guy and I was yelling like, "Rah!" Like, what? You're trying to flirt with my No, sorry, you're not going to do that to me. I'll fucking kill you. I will leave you in blood. And like, I was picturing blood and fire and stuff in my head in this dream. And I woke up like, whoa, yo, I am so happy to be single because I don't want to deal with any of that again. Okay, I've had enough of that in my life. So anyway, yeah, no wonder I had that angry dream. The moon and Mars were together in Aries, like, rah, like, if anybody else was sleeping and dreaming at this time, let me know. What were your dreams like? Were they angry? Were they fighting? Were you talking about blood and murder and scary stuff or what? But yeah, anyway, so moving along. Now the moon is in Taurus, a lot smoother energy, like smooth chocolate. Like I always say, look at this little symbol for Taurus is brown like chocolate. Yes. Okay, actually it represents earth energy, but still whatever. So we have the moon in Taurus. The moon is going to be in Taurus for a couple of days. And this energy, like I said last week, it's usually pretty smooth when it first enters the sign. And then it starts inching closer to the planet Uranus, and that's erratic energy that's restless. So people can feel very restless because the moon is our mood and our emotions, our feelings. And also Uranus rules like weirdness and talking about off the wall subjects and just being uniquely yourself and being authentically true to yourself, you know? So there could be some talks of that come up, some little attitudes that are like, whatever, I do what I want, rebellion, all of that is this planet here, and the moon in contact with it can definitely bring more of that out. It's more so towards the evening, and it could be into the 7th if you're in other parts of the world, like more eastern parts of the world, that the moon is like really... yeah, that the moon is really with the planet Uranus. So yeah, it's like late at night over here where I'm at. It's into the 7th, in the middle of the night where some of you guys are at. So some of you guys could have some more like crazy dreams because the moon is with another crazy planet that's like, you know, so you could have dreams about electricity, lightning, being electrocuted, sudden shocking weird things happening, rebelling and yelling. I don't know. There's lots of different stuff that can happen with the moon and Uranus together. Or just plain weirdness, aliens, I don't know. You guys tell me what happens. But okay, so moving along. So the moon stays in Taurus until the 8th of September. And actually, September 7th, I think that's Eazy-E's birthday. You guys know I love Eazy-E. That is my boo. He's one of my boos, my celebrity spiritual boos forever, for life. So I think his birthday is on September 7th. I'll definitely give him a shout out on my Instagram or something. But on the 8th, this is when the moon moves into Gemini and the mood shifts into being more chatty. This is very complementary to both Venus and Leo and Mercury in Libra, because air sign energy loves to talk, okay? They're very conversational, especially Gemini. Gemini just and like they don't even know what the hell's coming out of their mouths. They just spew, all right? So yeah, when we have the moon in Gemini and Mercury in Libra, this is really dope energy for being conversational in a lighthearted way. And especially because we have Venus in Leo, which is, it could be lighthearted too. It's fun. Leo energy is fun. It rules children, childlike energy that's like excited and their eyes are lit up and they just want to jump around and have a good time and party, you know? So we have air, we have fire, we have Mars still in fire, so this is really dope energy. I like it a lot. Okay, I like it. Me likey very much. I'm trying to look and see, when is Mars? Oh, okay, That's what I'm getting to next. But yeah, so we have mostly air and fire in the sky, except for the sun. The sun is still in Earth, still in Virgo, still trying to be a little crotchety, still trying to focus on work and routines and my list and my schedule and be in the hamster wheel and not getting out of it until things are done. But, these energies are more lighthearted. They'll help us to have a little more fun. I would say to be cautious of extra drama and gossip happening when we have the moon in gossipy Gemini, Mercury in gossipy Libra, and then Venus in drama-filled Leo. That's the only downside to like the middle of the week, is people may be more pulled towards that stuff. And I mean, do you, boo-boo? I mean, if that's what excites you and floats your little boat, then go ahead. But I mean, don't take it too far to where you are causing issues for yourself or other people by running your mouth and by just, tapping your foot, your little high heel, your little red high heel on the ground, like, I demand blah 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 blah, like, and then you talk crap to people and all that stuff with this mercurial air energy in the air. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But this is very lighthearted energy that is definitely dope for being social in general, and to have like a lighthearted mood, like, because Virgo energy can be heavy and earthy and responsibility filled. But yeah, so on the 9th we have a few things happening. First of all, we do have the sun and Jupiter making a trine aspect to each other, which is really good energy. It is good for working hard towards your goals and really truly believing in those goals, putting full faith in those goals, because that's what Jupiter rules. And then Virgo energy is about work. Like I keep saying, it is about work, and it's about consistency and having a plan and going through with that plan. And Jupiter helps you to believe in those plans and in that work. So Sun trine Jupiter, this can loosen the Virgo energy up a little bit, because it can be uptight. I mean, they do say that Virgo energy is anal. It's anal retentive, because it's so uptight. Like, I know Virgos very personally. I have a family full of them, a house full of them. I have 6th houser energy, which is like Virgo. I was raised by Virgos. I've dated Virgos. Oh my God. It can be very uptight and worrisome all the time, and only see things. It's like only see the issues with stuff. You know what I mean? It's hard to see a brighter day when you have Virgo energy. But the trine aspect to Jupiter helps to loosen that up a little bit and make us be more optimistic about stuff and really believe things, instead of like, well, I need the facts and the proof and the receipts, or else it's not real. It's not feasible. It's not possible. And I'm just going to put my nose back down and just do what's practical. Like, yeah, well, Jupiter is about like beyond that, beyond the day to day, beyond the fucking Virgo hamster wheel that we get caught up in, and especially Virgos, it's like going beyond that. So I think this is a really good aspect. Of course, I would say the trine to Jupiter and then the building opposition to Neptune. Both Jupiter and Neptune are very like dreamer planets. They are about believing in beyond, and so they can soften the Virgo anal retentiveness, if you will, the uptightness of Virgo. I picture Virgos walking with like their booty is really just like puckered and just uptight and like sunken in, like I've got to walk all stiff and I've got to follow the rules, I don't know, with glasses on and a polo shirt, just and some khakis, like Carlton on the Fresh Prince, but with glasses. That's how I picture a lot of Virgo. There are a lot of Virgos like that. I've worked in accounting. Trust me, there's a lot of Virgos exactly like that. But these two planets help to loosen that up a little bit. Loosen that booty hole a little bit, Virgo. Hope nobody takes offense to that, but hey, I'm just me, and this wacky wild planet is sitting right on me right now, so leave me alone, okay? Go somewhere else if you don't like it. But it loosens the Virgo energy up a little bit, Say, you know what? It's cool. Like, nothing has to be absolutely perfect. And, we don't have all the exact details. Okay, I'm not going to have a stroke over that. Like, it's cool, man. It's all right. We'll still just roll with it, and we'll fix it later. We'll still fix it, but we'll fix it a little later. Okay, we won't be so uptight about it. So That's what I think these planets are doing. But we're still getting things done, but we are not as about it. And we can see beyond what we would normally do in order to get some things done. Okay. So I like this energy a lot. Okay. So also on the 9th, this is when we have Mars going retrograde in Aries. So it is, yeah, it's the 9th where I'm at. It could be it could be into the 8th or the 10th elsewhere. But yeah, so we have Mars going retrograde in Aries. Mars is kind of chilling at that 28th degree, I believe. Mars is kind of chilling like 27, 28, and then sitting at 28 and then going backwards. So Mars is going to go retrograde from 28 back down to 15 degrees of Aries. So we are backtracking when it comes to Mars from 28 to 15 degrees. So we're going back over the territory that Mars covered August, July, August and the end of July. Okay, so the end of July into the whole month of August, what was going on in regards to wherever Aries is at in your chart. So we're doing a backtrack of that over the next couple of months. So Mars is retrograde until November 13th. All right, so November 13th, Mars goes direct at 15 degrees and then stays in Aries until January, I think it's January 6th. Yeah, until January 6th of 2021. So we've still got the whole rest of the year to deal with Mars and Aries. What are we going to do, people? We're going to still see some dumb shit from people. Like that girl that lit her dude's Jeep on fire as a revenge plot, and then it backfired literally on her. Like she got burnt. Almost burnt her little wig off, burnt parts of her little face, probably burnt her little eyelashes off. Yeah, so we may see some stuff like that come up, like dumb mistakes that people have made that were very impulsive, not well thought out, and, you know, just vengeful. They're lashing out without even checking everything first. People can start to see receive the repercussions for that, you know, the disciplinary actions or some sort of karma or something coming back to them, because this is retrograde. So Mars retrograde can act like a boomerang, you guys. It's like things are flung back at you that you put out there. So be careful what you've been putting out there. Mars, it does equal action and initiative and getting things done, physical movement and stuff, but it's also anger and aggression and impulsivity. So if you've been doing any of the last three things like stupidly, prepare for the prepare for those things to come back to you. All right, that's all I gotta say. So, but generally speaking, Mars retrograde, it's not the best time to initiate anything. It's not the best time to start things and expect them to go through. It's a time to maybe clean up things or maybe restart something that you left behind. Review and revise. Re is the prefix for retro, so redo, revise, anything okay, we're going to be doing with Mars retrograde. And so that's what's going on there with this transit. But yeah, it's a time to, and also like just be careful with physical things that you do. Mars and Aries is like driving fast, riding motorcycles, skydiving, climbing mountains, all this stuff. Anything that's super daredevil, dangerous, I would recommend to hold off on until after January, till January of next year, if you can help yourselves. Because this is a time where you could have like more of a chance of injury or accident. Like if you miss a step, you know, there's more of a chance that can come back on you in a negative way. So just be careful. And also, you know, the arrow with Mars is being turned around and turned inward. So be careful of like, you know, being angry at yourself for things, letting your anger implode and holding it inside so much for so long so badly that you just finally raw one day and you do something stupid, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, still find ways to let off some steam, you guys. And also Mars in Aries, Mars rules inflammation, you guys. Anything inflammatory, any inflammatory irritation and agitation within your physical body. So when this energy is turned inwards, I would say to be careful with what you consume, what you eat, what you drink. Don't be drinking too much alcohol. It'll burn up your stomach. Don't be eating too much spicy food. You know, watch what you eat. You know what? Oddly enough, I've already kind of been feeling nudges from the universe, I guess you can say, or my spiritual advisors on, you know, who are with me. Like, I need to do that. I need to go back to incorporating more like vegetation into my diet to avoid inflammation. You know what I'm saying? More cool foods that are like cooler in nature, that can cool you down, like cucumber, watermelon, food that like holds water within it, that cools you down. It's probably best, while Mars is in Aries in general, but especially retro, turning that energy inward. Like, make sure you consume more stuff like that. Or if it's not the foods, maybe make like a like sometimes when I go to hotels, I know that they have like the nicer ones will have like a water cooler out there that has this water that's infused with, like, it'll have cucumber or lemon or watermelon in the water, or strawberry or something. Like, make drinks like that to help you to drink more water during Mars retrograde in Aries too. If it's hard for you, like if you're somebody who's not really an avid water drinker, like it's hard for you to drink the 6 to 8 glasses a day or a gallon a day or whatever like they recommend, make some infused water with some like fruits and like cucumber and stuff like that, and mint also, like mint leaves in the water, stuff like that. You know, infused waters, drink a lot of it during this time, you guys. And what else? You know what? I'm going to make some posts on my IG before the sun leaves Virgo, about health and astrology, because that's one area of astrology I've always been fascinated with for a long time too, and that I've learned a lot about. And each planet can rule something to do with your health, and then each sign rules parts of the body. It's like super fascinating stuff. So I'll definitely post some stuff about that. But yeah, Mars retrograde in Aries, you guys, really watch your actions, watch what you put in your body. Don't be mishandling weapons and fire and metal, anything, weapons, your vehicles. Cars are made out of metal. You know, just be careful driving when Mars is retrograde. Knives, you know, anything sharp too. Like, just be really careful with stuff like that. Okay. So that's for 2 months. We have it in retrograde, starting September 9th, though. So we talked about Sun, trine, Jupiter. Okay, so, yeah. So we have the moon in Gemini until the 10th, till the 11th. Okay, September 11th. So we have the moon in Gemini until September 11th, and the moon moves into Cancer on September 11th. And we also have the sun finally making an exact opposition to Neptune. So let's talk about both. Okay. First of all, the moon in Cancer. The moon's going to be in Cancer for a few days. And when we have moon in Cancer days, there are ones to where people want to spend more time with their family, their mommies, their female family members, their whoever is like super close to your heart and you trust, or count as family, blood or not. Like, that's who you want to be more around when the moon is in Cancer. Or you just want to stay home in your shell with your jammies, not being bothered by anyone, eating ice cream, crying about dumb shit. Or maybe it's not stuff that's dumb. Maybe it's like you really get in your feels about stuff when the moon's in Cancer. Your appetite increases. You want that comfort food, and you just want to be comfy all around. You want to be baby, or you want to baby other people, or both. Doesn't, depends on you. Moon in Cancer days, people reflect a lot upon memories of the past. And I know I was kind of like making fun of it earlier, but it's not always a bad thing. Reflection upon the past. Maybe it could be good childhood memories, especially with Venus and Leo, the sign of children, childlike fun and, energy, youthful energy. So yeah, we had the moon in Cancer for a few days. And also September 11th is a patriotic day for a lot of people in the US. And so the moon being in Cancer, Cancer energy can be very patriotic in itself. It's very like attached to their roots, to their history of their families, to their country of origin, their nationality, their culture of origin, all that stuff. So people can be wanting to gather with family, gather with people, and if you are on that patriotic tip, you'll be extra with it that day. And the U.S. the sun in the U.S. Natal chart is in Cancer, so a lot of people will definitely be feeling that energy on that day. But yeah, we have the sun opposing Neptune. This aspect has been building for, like more or less like a week or so. So some people may already have been feeling this energy. The sun opposing Neptune. This is like, whew, wow. What can I say? This is kind of like having a Pisces transit, because Pisces is a ruling planet of Neptune, or Neptune's a ruling planet of Pisces. My bad. So it is kind of like having a Piscean transit. And wow, Neptune opens the doors and opens the gates to the spirit realm. It thins the veil between the physical realm and the spirit realm. Okay, so when we have the sun and Neptune in any aspect, that's exactly what happens. So you may notice like synchronicities happening a lot more. You may have loved ones who have passed on pop up in your dreams, or just hear their voices, or if you want to connect to them in any type of way, the veil is thin, y'all. Like, you want to get your readings, mediumship readings, if you're not afraid of those, or if you believe in them. Those can be super strong and potent. Messages can come through a lot clearer, because it is like Neptune is like an antenna between us and the spirit realm, right? Us and spirits, us and spirit, like, whatever divine, like, spirit that you believe in, like the great spirit, or God, or whatever you want to call the most high. Okay. It's our connection. It's our antenna that plugs us into that source. So I would say definitely, pray extra hard for for things. Whatever you do to manifest things, with assistance from the spiritual world, the spirit realm, can be super potent this whole week, but especially on September 11th. So you may have, if you yourself have abilities, messages will come through a lot clearer for you too. Okay. This can also make people more sensitive, especially towards other people, feel other people's feelings. If you're an empath, Neptune is your shit right here. Like, this is your planet that gives you those empathic abilities. I find that a lot of people who say I'm an empath, usually they're Pisces something, they have a very strong Neptune placement in their chart or aspects, or they have planets in their 12th house of their chart, because this energy really picks up on other people's emotions and feelings and thoughts and stuff so easily, like a freaking sponge. So because of that, we all get a taste of that, whether you claim yourself to be an empath or not. But if you are, your abilities will increase as well. So definitely be careful of who you're around, because if you're around any energy vampire negative people, that's going to zap you and drain you very easily. Okay, this whole week, especially the 11th. This can get you more in touch with creativity. People may be listening to music more and just singing out loud and not giving a shit, stuff like that. Okay, so that is the sun opposing Neptune on the 11th. And the moon is in Cancer, the 11th and the 12th. And then on the 13th, where we end this weekly forecast, we have the moon in Leo. So the moon enters Leo. Venus is in Leo. This is energy that's like super fierce. RuPaul strutting the runway in your cat suit that's literally like animal print, like a cat, like a cougar, a cheetah or something like that, tiger print, like, and just whipping that big hair around, girl. That's moon in Leo and Venus in Leo. So people may be a bit more sassy, prissy, pompous, demanding, on this day, especially if you know any Leos close to you, they're going to be especially like, well, I deserve better, so I'm going to roll in their necks. Sassing away at people like, I'm a queen, I don't deserve. Yeah, so all of that is really, really strong on the 13th with Moon and Venus in Leo. But Leo energy is so much fun, like I keep saying, and it's romantic too. Leo rules romance. So does Pisces and Neptune. These are the most romantic signs. I find Leo is in love with love, loves to give compliments and receive compliments, loves to spoil people and be spoiled, like with gifts and stuff like that, and just loves to see people shine and themselves feel like they're shining, especially because of like receiving a positive attention from someone. Loving to be loved is Leo energy. So that can be also the attitude during this day too, when the moon enters there. And yeah, some people may, have more of a regal attitude, which is not all bad, but just try to try to keep it to a reasonable level, okay? Don't go overboard demanding that people buy you this and buy you that, and just because you're you and you haven't even done anything to deserve it or whatever, for on a real tip, okay? Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Jumping back, sorry. So on the 12th, this is when Jupiter goes direct. Okay, so Jupiter, the planet of expansion, exposing. Also, Jupiter exposes. That's one thing that not a lot of people talk about, because Jupiter blows things up so you can see them bigger, and that's either good or bad. If you notice, whatever sign that Jupiter is in for a whole year, we do see in the news and the media and social media a bigger emphasis on whatever sign that sign rules. So when it was Jupiter in Scorpio, we had the Me Too movement. When it was Jupiter in Sagittarius, we had those scams that had to do with education and celebrities involved in that and stuff like that. Jupiter in Capricorn, this is exposing the military and the police force even more for some of their stuff that they've been doing wrong. So Jupiter exposes. He doesn't just give lucky coins to everybody. He can spread that news, that tea, okay? So Jupiter is going to go direct after being retrograde for, I think, about 4 months or so. And what does this mean? While Jupiter was retrograde, people still could have been blessed with many things, especially things that were returned back to them. Jupiter retrograde is not all bad. Like, I did have some things that were taken away from me before, or taken away or lost, that during Jupiter's retrograde period, I regained those very things that had to do with where Capricorn is at in my chart. So it's not all bad. It's just the blessings are not always so forward. Maybe they might be delayed a little bit more, because yes, indeed, whatever those blessings were, they were delayed for a while, but I still received them. Okay, so you guys may have experienced something similar. If so, definitely let everybody know in the comments. But now Jupiter's direct, so he could do his rich lucky Uncle Jupiter thing and maybe, just maybe, give us a little bit more coins. Okay, if you got a Jupiter, you always say it yourself, there's plenty for everyone. Abundance is infinite. That's Jupiter. So come on, cough up them coins, Jupiter and Cap. Stop being stingy. Okay, you're direct now. Let's get it. So yeah, that's Jupiter direct in Capricorn, moving forward with maybe there could be some things with travel that move forward a little bit better and stuff like that. But I still think, especially with the South Node in Sagittarius, the sign that rules travel, the sign that Jupiter rules, I think there's still some old ways of being able to travel that are being changed and restructured, and there's going to be some new rules put into place. Capricorn is about the rules and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we could still see maybe some things lifting as far as bans on travel in some places, little things like that we can get away with implementing back into our societies without jeopardizing our health and stuff like that because of, you know, separation or what's it called, the social distancing stuff is still in place. But maybe there'll be some things that are kind of eased up on just a little bit when Jupiter goes direct. So Jupiter will be direct and in the sign of Capricorn until December, until like mid-December. Okay. So, yeah, I covered everything for this week, you guys. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Once again, thank you to those who have made donations to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. And don't forget to peep the Saturn and Aquarius class. It's still available on Nadia Shah's website. I put a lot of time and energy into all the research of it all. Okay, and it was a pretty fun and interesting discussion, learning some things. So go check it out if you can, you guys. I'll leave the links here on this video. So have a good week. If you guys are in the US and you celebrate Labor Day, be safe, you know, and have a good time. Don't do anything stupid because Mars is about to go retrograde. Don't do anything reckless or dumb, okay? But yes, have a good time, you guys. All right. Okay. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do post entertaining astrology stuff, real life astrology stuff, and some horoscope stuff here and there. So peep me out on there. I'm under @Cosmic Homegirl. And I'll see you guys next week in my next video.